Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sky Village Survival, Episode 2, Season 4, the long-awaited sequel. I promise, not abandoning this series. We're going to the end. I still don't know how we're going to get there, but we're going to get there somehow. So, first things first, Broder told me to punch a villager off for him, so there you go, Broder. Second, oh my gosh. I went out and got a whole bunch of woods. Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of extra here. So we definitely have enough to bridge out to one of the other things we were seeing. Third, I don't know why I'm numbering everything, but I'm going to break all these crops and try and sell them to a farmer. Basically, these farms are like what we want the most because they have a ton of wood around them because we can break one and then we get 4 planks for each log we break. And also, they have a whole bunch of crops that we'll be able to sell to farmers. So, I'm just trying to grab as much stuff from them as I can, basically. And I think we're about done with this village. So, what we're going to do is go back to the normal one real quick, because I remember there was... Okay. There's another village I saw that I think was the next closest one. So, to get there, you know, it probably would be a good idea to just walk back, but instead I'm going to be really cheap and just break my bed and then jump off. So I think we're about done with everything in this village. Let's make sure that we what do we want to get rid of here? We have plenty of seeds. There's plenty of seeds to go around, so let's break our bed and goodbye. So now we should respawn back at the original village. So in the poll, oh right, because okay, I've got... Here's one thing I didn't show. Oh my gosh. Here's one thing I didn't show in the first episode. You usually spawn in the void. That's where your spawn point's at. I think this is the original village. So then you have to go in creative mode and place yourself at a village and then manually set your spawn point. So this was our original village. So I'm going to do /spawn point. Little Bob right there. There we go. Okay. So, maybe that wasn't the best idea. Okay, I won't do that from now on. I just totally forgot that my spawn point wasn't set. So, firstly, I don't know why I'm numbering everything again. I want to find that farmer, because I remember there was a farmer at this village. And I'm not hearing any villagers. Are all of them gone? They all, like, despawn or something? I mean, I'm going to take all this wheat real quick. I don't know why I'm not hearing any villagers. Oh, there we go. Hopefully one of those guys I'm hearing right now is a farmer. We basically just want wheat so then we can trade it back to them. And I've got enough wood right now that I don't really need to break these. Man, there's so many crops over there. I don't know where I'm hearing these villagers from. Actually, I don't really care about farmers right now, not gonna lie. So, one thing that I think Carter said he wanted me to talk about, I'm gonna go to sleep real quick, is what gave me the idea for Billy Bob the Minecraft guy. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I'm going by memory here, so I don't know if that's wrong or not. But I don't know. I wish I could tell you, honestly. I just in case you don't know, Billy Bob the Minecraft guy is this really interesting video I made. It's like Bill Nye the Science Guy, except instead I made it Billy Bob the Minecraft guy, and for some reason now it's like a thing. So yeah, I don't know. I just heard the Bill Nye theme. I probably watched it in my science class or something, and I was like, man, what if what if I put Billy Bob over that? And the second question was what got you into Sonic? So I'm thinking, if I recall correctly, the village is over here. Let me turn up my render distance a whole bunch. I was lagging really bad earlier because I realized that I forgot to turn my render distance back down. I'm pretty sure it was over this direction. I'll go into the question real quick. You guys aren't farmers, are you? No, they're both clerics. Okay, it's over there. So if we just go this direction, we'll find it. Oh, it's not what I want. I like setting it at 16. So what got me into Sonic? I think it was, so when I was a young child, I had Sonic Rush on my DS, and I kind of sucked at it probably I just remember I also had an action replay on my DS, and I used that to cheat in a whole bunch of games and stuff. So I'm pretty sure I used that to like unlock the final boss in Sonic Rush. I don't think, and like get a 100% save without actually, you know, playing the entire game. I don't think I could actually get past Water Palace or something. I'm pretty sure I kept drowning. I don't quite remember though. That's kind of fuzzy. And I also had Sonic Rush Adventure. Same deal. I liked the game, but I wasn't that great at it, and I didn't really care if I cheated or not, so I just used an action replay and did a whole bunch of weird stuff in it. I mostly used my action replay in my Pokemon games I had to get, you know, shiny Pokemon and mess around with stuff like that. Really great experience. So that happened, and I'm so stupid. Why did I do that? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, yeah, that happened. Are you kidding me? I broke my... Hold on. Alright, so yeah, I had Sonic Rush and Rush Adventure. At some point, I got Colors DS, so I had the entire Rush trilogy. I mean, it didn't really click with me that Colors DS was the exact same gameplay as the other two. I mean, I did notice it, obviously, but like, that was what Sonic was to me, pretty much, because I never had played anything else besides like Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games or something. So I don't think I'd really consider myself a Sonic fan then. I just enjoyed the games I had, basically, and thought they were pretty fun. And I just thought of Sonic as, like, you know, a mascot for video games. And I did not understand. I did not understand. End of sentence. So time passes, and eventually, at some point, I am bored on my, like, iPod 4, and I don't know what I'm doing, so I go to the App Store, and I try and find apps, and at some I think I look up, like, Sonic Rush or something, because I was trying to, like, see if there were any games I used to have on my DS that I could, like, play on my iPod or something, because I didn't know how it worked. Like, I thought there were just games, and I could, like, play them. I sadly did not find any Sonic Rush, but I did find Sonic 4, Episode 1 and 2, and... yeah, so I downloaded those. I played through them both. I remember, I'm pretty sure I enjoyed them, because, like, once again, I hadn't really, I mean, I didn't really have any standards, honestly, and I vaguely remembered Sonic Rush and stuff, but, like, I really didn't, and then I just ended up deleting Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2, because, like, I remember not enjoying them too much, but I'm pretty sure I never ended up beating either of them. So obviously I wasn't enjoying them much even then, when I enjoyed literally everything. So that really says something about Sonic 4. So then fast forward again, quite a few years. This is like 2015, I think. And I'm bored again on my iPhone this time. I've upgraded from an iPod, and I just start looking up like Sonic and Mario and stuff on the App Store in hopes to find something interesting, and I find the Sonic 1, 2, and CD mobile ports, and I was like, wow, these must be like the original games that Sonic came from. I mean, they are, and so I was like, wow, maybe they're like Sonic Rush or something. I probably didn't think that. I don't know. I just wanted to play something. So I downloaded them, and I was like, man, these are fun. I remember I got Sonic 1 first, and I was like, wow, this game is really cool. And I couldn't get past Labyrinth Zone, I believe. I'm pretty sure I got stuck on Marble Zone for quite a while, and then I also got stuck on Labyrinth Zone for quite a while. And here we are. Let's find the Blacksmith. Is there no Blacksmith? What the heck? No, there's gotta be. I'm looking. So I remember I got stuck on Labyrinth Zone and Marble Zone for a while, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just go check out the other ones. Because, like, I enjoyed Green Hill Zone, because, you know, that's the best zone in the game, I suppose. So I got Sonic 2 then, and I was like, whoa, this is also fun. And I don't quite remember where I got stuck on Sonic 2. Oh, you know what? It was, like, definitely the Rising Water section, Chemical Plant Zone. Are you kidding me? There is no blacksmith in this village? That is so disappointing. That I am so upset. There's no Blacksmith. Oh my gosh. I just came all the way out here and wasted all my wood for no reason, dude. That's so sad. Okay, well anyways, I'm pretty sure I got stuck in the rising water section in Chemical Plant Zone. Looking back, I remember struggling with that quite a bit. Obviously, everyone did. So then I was like, wow, I want to go play the other one now, Sonic CD, because the cover art for that, I mean, not just in the mobile version, but, you know, Sonic CD advertised Metal Sonic quite a bit. And once again, at this time, I really didn't know much about the Sonic series, and so I was like, Sonic the Hedgehog. I don't know. So I knew Metal Sonic was like, I had played like a lot of spin-offs like Mario and Sonic, and by a lot I mean just Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games on my Wii. And so it's like Metal Sonic is like the cool version of Sonic, and this must be the game where they introduced him. So I was pretty excited. I get Sonic CD and I play a whole bunch of it, and I get stuck on the Collision Chaos boss fight. And because, I mean, that boss fight's so stupid, even to this day. Like, I know how to do it now, but for someone who didn't really know what they were doing, that boss fight sucks. So, yeah, I was basically stuck in all three games because I was really bad. And I was like, but these games are fun, and I want to keep playing them. So I kept coming back, and eventually I got past the hard parts. I got past Marble Zone, got to Labyrinth Zone. I beat all the stuff. I remember the first time I think I beat Sonic 2 first, and then I did 1, and then I did CD. I remember spending just so long in Metallic Madness Zone, and I must have got in the past or something. I don't remember which song it is that has that stupid witch laughing, like, it's not even a witch. I think it's supposed to be Robotnik, but it sounds like a witch, and I thought it was a witch, and I was like, shut up! And it was so annoying, because I was stuck in Metallic Madness for so long, and then Act 3 of Metallic Madness is so stupid with the flippy platforms, and yeah. So I think I beat CD last, and I was like, man, those were fun games. And so I started looking up more about them, and I was like, wow, this is a whole franchise with a whole bunch of people and a whole bunch of games that I'd like there's a Wii version of Sonic Colors. Because before then, I thought it was just a DS game that I had on my DS. I didn't know there was a Wii version. Actually, no, I think I did find out there was a Wii version when I was playing Colors DS. I got stuck on one of the bosses in Colors DS, and I like looked up Sonic Colors boss 5 or something on YouTube, and the first video that came up was the Wii version of Colors, and I was like, this does not look like the game I have, and then I just like clicked off and specified Sonic Colors DS. So I did know about the Wii version actually from that, but there was a whole bunch of stuff I didn't know about, and it was this whole franchise, and I wasn't super into it then. I was like, wow, this is pretty interesting. And so eventually I found out that there's like the level select, and there's all the sound test cheats in the mobile remasters of Sonic 1 and 2. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. And so like I tried doing it in my game. You tap the SEGA, and then you hold both of your thumbs down on the bottom half of the screen, and it brings you to the secret level select. And I tried all the sound test codes. I didn't know what a Chaos Emerald was until then. It was like there was a code that was collect all Chaos Emeralds, and a Chaos Emerald sound will play if you did it right. And I didn't know what that was. And so I did it, and I became supersonic, and I gave myself a whole bunch of rings, and I was like, wow, how do I do this in the actual game? And I did more research, and I found out special stages existed, and so I played through the games again and beat all the special stages. I memorized all the Sonic 2 special stages, and to be fair, my first time doing them was on the mobile remasters, so it's not like I had to go through the pain that most had to go through with the originals. That's why I like the Sonic 2 special stages more than the others, because I spent a lot of time getting them down, and now that I have them down, they're really enjoyable. And also, I didn't have to grow up on the Genesis version of it, so I could, actually see what was coming towards me. So I felt like a super hacker man, basically inputting all of these like secret codes and getting supersonic and finding out all these crazy things about all these games. And then I discovered that you could get stuff in Sonic CD too, and you just had to beat beat the game in 8 minutes total of your time attack records, and so I started grinding away at the time attack, and then I unlocked the special stage time attack mode in Sonic CD, and you get more achievements if you like do all the special stages time attacks. Actually, I think that was 8 minutes. Yeah, it was definitely that one that was 8 minutes. I think the full game was like 25 minutes or something for you to unlock the special stage time attacks. Anyways, so I started grinding away at the special stage time attacks, and it was a lot of fun just doing it over and over again. I really like the CD special stages. And it took me quite a while, too. And eventually, when I finally did it, I felt super cool. It felt like the first time I beat Sonic 2 again. And I was basically enthralled at this point. I was a hacker man. I had become Super Sonic. I had mastered the time trials, even though I hadn't. Those are pretty generous limits. But, you know, I was pretty interested at that point, and I started like looking up YouTube videos. I saw a video that was like an overview of the franchise, and they were, I don't even remember what it was about. I just remember they said something about like the Dreamcast era, and I was like, what's a Dreamcast? I don't know what the heck that is. And I kept doing more research, and I watched more videos, and eventually I started to grasp the history of the series and what people thought about it. And then I followed it for a while more, and this was right around the time when I was getting into like the peak of all of this that Sonic Mania was announced, and I was like, holy cow, it's like another game like the ones I just played for like hours and hours on my phone. And so I was so hyped. and then I like remembered that like Sonic Rush was a thing, and all those games I played on my DS were a thing, and I looked up more about those, and eventually, and by eventually I mean like this Christmas, I got around to buying them again. And so now I've been replaying through those. And so, yeah, I really got into it. I just started looking up stuff, and, you know, so that's how we got into the Sonic franchise. And that's why I was so excited for Mania, and I got right into the swing of things real quick. I've brought this up on Twitter a couple of times recently, but I made a video called like Why Sonic Forces Will Suck right around the time they announced the tag team gameplay, which so many people seem to be like, oh, this is gonna save the game. Now, even I didn't call that there'd only be like 3 tag team levels in the entire game, but I go back to that video. I'll link it in a card in the top corner of the screen right now, because every single thing I said in that video turned out to be correct. And that was right around after Mania release. So I wouldn't say, actually, yeah, at that point I was definitely like a big fan of the series. And I had started making like videos about Sonic, but it definitely wasn't my main focus. Like for every 10 Minecraft videos I made, there'd be like one Sonic video. Like I made a video about a Sonic Mania fan game before Mania came out, and I made a video about like, what's it called? Yeah, the Sonic fan games thing I made, where I asked Garrulous64 for voice lines. And that's when I started getting into those YouTube channels too, and I kind of discovered the side of YouTube I'm on right now, and all those cool people like Codename Gamma, and I really looked up to them, and I watched all their stuff, and little did I know that I would be talking to Codename Gamma and all these cool people. So, you know, that was really super duper cool for me, getting into that. And because I just watched these people like as YouTubers, and I was still making Minecraft videos, and little did I know that Google dinosaur hacks up, and that's a totally different story, how my YouTube channel blew up and stuff. And I actually got to talk to all these people, and that was really great for me. And I don't know if I stopped talking about the Sonic Forces thing, but I'll leave a link to the card in the description. Not in the description. It's already up there probably. But yeah, basically every single point I made in that video, I still agree with today, and I was spot on. I was like, oh, the levels look really boring and short and linear, and like you just run through them immediately. The story looks like it's going to be presented pretty terribly. Like everyone's expecting this grand story, but honestly, it's not looking like it. And I was so right. And everybody hated me. They said, oh, well, you can't judge the game before it comes out based on what we've seen. And you can't say all these things. And there are like 90 dislikes to 10 likes on that video, I'm pretty sure. Something really crazy like that. Everybody hated me. Every single comment was a hate comment, besides like 3 of them that were like, let the guy have his opinion. And honestly, I was so right. I was so right. And I will never let the people who left those comments forget it, okay? I will never let them forget it. I am so proud of myself. So, yeah, I was definitely pretty big into it at that point. But I don't know. Everything just kind of lined up. I really, really was getting into the classic games and stuff on my phone and, like, learning. I had already learned a ton about the franchise, and that's right when Mania was announced. And yeah, so everything just kind of lined up. And I also don't know if I talked about this before, but I am super fortunate to be part of this community I am on YouTube right now, because I definitely do not deserve this as much as other people do. I mean, come on, I'm making a Minecraft Let's Play on my second channel right now. So I just want to thank you all for watching, especially people who are watching this video right now, because, I mean, come on, if you made it this far in the video, you're kind of crazy. We're over, like, actually, we're not that far in. It feels like I've been talking for over an hour now, but I've only been recording for like 23.5 minutes. I guess the question could also be asked, why am I still a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog after discovering everything about the series and all of its nooks and crannies? And I don't know. I guess it's kind of disappointing to me. I had this big rush, this big time rush, if you will. I hated that, actually. Also, I left my bed back there, so I have to walk all the way back. Where, like, I was playing all these great 2D platformers, and then Mania came out, and I was really excited. It was this great 2D platformer. It was this great game. And I had read and, like, heard about Sonic's dark ages and, like, what everyone thought about him. And so I knew, like, what public perception of Sonic was. Keep in mind, this was only a couple years ago, so I wasn't, like... And I knew about the series and all of that, but I had not experienced it firsthand for the past decade like many people already had. I hadn't experienced the disappointment after disappointment after disappointment that everybody else had yet, because I become a Sonic fan straight out of the bat. I get Sonic Mania. Man, this is a great game series. There we go. So I still haven't experienced all of that firsthand besides Forces. But I mean, let's be real here. There's like a 99.9% chance I'm going to experience it with the next major release too. So I am prepared, okay? Like, dude, I've only been like super into this for like 3 years, I'd say. And I'm already feeling so disappointed in Sega and Sonic Team for their decisions, just from me experiencing Forces and learning about like all the stuff that's happened in the past and playing through those games and being like, and I've only been here for a couple of years. I feel so bad for those of you who have been around since like Sonic Adventure and have slowly watched everything unfold. I feel so bad for you guys, because I can barely take it. I can barely take their garbage decisions with the Sonic the Hedgehog series. And I've only been around here for like 2 years. So I don't know. I guess I still like the Sonic series because I think there's some killer 2D platformers. I don't like Sonic 3 as much, but that's probably just because, you know, I've actually gone back and like replayed it under a more critical eye instead of just playing it naturally by myself like I did with Sonic 1 and 2. I don't really like Sonic 1 anymore either, but Sonic 2 is pretty sick, except for like every Metropolis Zone and after. I mean, there's no way I can argue that that's like good, but you know, as a whole, I'd say Sonic 2 is pretty good. CD is iffy, not the best, but I think it's still pretty good in some aspects. So yeah, also I'm here for the 3D platformers like adventure, because I really believe that a modern style adventure game would really be fun, but you know, Sonic Adventure 3, it's this it's an elusive dream. There's this Twitter account, it's called like the Sonic Hypocrisy or something, and they run polls on like favorite Sonic games and like favorite final bosses and favorite music sound or favorite soundtracks in games. Guys, you have such bad opinions. The ones that always win that are so bad. They did one for like the best Sonic racing game, and Sonic R got voted out like second. That is ridiculous. Sonic R is so much fun. And also, Sonic 06's soundtrack like won, I'm pretty sure, and they voted out Mania's soundtrack like a fourth of the way through. It's ridiculous. You guys have bad opinions. All right, I've gone this entire episode basically without doing literally anything. So this blacksmith better be good. Otherwise, this is going to be a very unproductive episode. All right, leave a comment right now. No one's watching. Who am I kidding? No one is watching right now. Leave a comment right now, though, of what you think will be inside of the blacksmith chest. It's about to see if you're right in 3, 2, 1. Oh, we got a diamond. Sick. Do we have boots? I don't think so. Yeah, no. Bread. Iron pickaxe. Pretty good. Good stuff. We got 4 diamonds now. I could make 2 enchantment tables. No, I'd need more obsidian. I'm going to check if this is a farmer real quick, because I really kind of want a farmer to sell all this crap I have to. Please be a farmer. I can't see. Why am I using a pickaxe? No, shepherd? There's got to be a farmer in here somewhere. Come on. Where are you at, farmer? All right. Let me check if there's another blacksmith, and if not, I'll end the video. It appears that is the only blacksmith, so I'm going to end it here. Once again, sorry I didn't do much in this video, but also I think this series is going to be more driven by me talking about stuff like that, and so, I don't know, I think it was a pretty interesting trip down my memories, except you all probably don't care about my memories as much as I do, so. I was also thinking for this series, I could have some Bobster pluses on, because one of the perks for being a tier 3 channel member is that you might appear in my second channel, so I'm thinking maybe next episode I'll have D Winters in, because he's my only Bobster and then also I have an IRL friend that wants to be in a video at some point, and I think this might be a good series to put them in. So yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say, leave questions that you want to ask about my IRL friends, or that you want to ask my IRL friends about me, except that's not going to be next episode, definitely. I don't know if D-Winter's going to be a next episode. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.